tuned to Beautiful Angels Weather. Now you're local on the 8th.
Just now tuning in, sorry, we're working to get everything situated here. We've got a breaking update from the National Hurricane Center. This is a special tropical cyclone update on Hurricane Melissa. At 1 p.m. Eastern, Category 5 Hurricane Melissa made landfall in the southwestern Jamaica area near New Hope. This is now confirmed to be one of the most powerful hurricane landfalls ever recorded in the entire Atlantic basin, with 185 mile per hour winds and a central pressure of 892 millibars. Those numbers are historic, literally. And we're talking about a storm in the upper echelon that we've ever seen before, and also within the upper limit of what the atmosphere can even produce. If you are in Jamaica, and a lot of you are, like I'm seeing the chats, there are people in the path of this thing that are watching this right now that still have power. If you are in Jamaica, this is a life-threatening emergency. Don't go outside. Don't try to move between shelters. Even if the eye passes over you and things suddenly calm down, do not leave your shelter. The other side of the eye wall will come in a lot of times without warning, and maybe even faster than what you would anticipate. And the winds will roar back even harder in the opposite direction. You need to go into an interior room with no windows, and you put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Get a mattress and put over you, put a helmet on it if you've got one, and stay there until we've got the all clear, and that could be hours from now. Oh, there we go. It's official. We've got landfall.
Hey Ryan, I'm looking at Cuban radar here that is within range of picking up even the eye wall of Hurricane Melissa now that it's completely over land. And what I'm seeing over land from this radar, I can see that there are stronger reflectivity returns pretty far up because the radars always scan up and outward. And they're all concentrated on the north through the western side of the eye wall. And this is an interesting evolution because it leaves the eastern side kind of like less rain intense, and thus less of the stronger winds just above the surface are being dragged down with that heavier rain. All of that rain is beaten down those winds essentially. That means that the western eye wall could be perceived as stronger by anyone, on the ground, and that would be true for Savannah Del Mar, Savannah La Mar, rather, a pretty decently sized city that's going through that western eye wall right now, and also the part of the eye wall that would eventually go into our camera here in Montego Bay. So this is an interesting evolution in particular because this is the same thing that happened with Ian when it made landfall in 2022. We saw the western eye wall be and the backside of the eye wall be the strongest because that's where the heaviest rain was once friction had sort of eroded part of the storm that was moving inland. So definitely some more research remains to be done and in terms of why this tends to happen. Why do we get that western eye wall exactly being stronger once we've been over land for an hour? So definitely something that caught my eye that I was able to see with the Cuban radar site. And I think that we will probably see some pretty intense conditions with the Montego Bay camera and also some interesting and unfortunate reports from Savannah Lamar due to that western eye wall strength.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Ian, another thing that comes to my mind is it was a similar situation where it was a slow moving storm that eventually started getting moved along by a similar system as to what's ultimately moving this storm, right? So there might be something there as well with that interaction on the western side of the eye wall as well. So very interesting stuff there. Andy, meteorologist Andy, is looking at all kinds of stuff in the background while we're kind of glued to our camera here. I'm telling you, this is going to go on for a while. I don't know if we've seen the strongest wind gust yet, but it's crazy to me that even just this level of intensity is going to continue for over an hour. So, a lot of damage is being done here. And just another reminder, it was even more intense when it first made landfall. Weatherwise app, which I hope you guys are following along. Hopefully you guys have downloaded this. There's a link in the description. You can get it for free. Weatherwise.app in your browser. You can look at the satellite here, and you can see that the eye is completely gone now. It's still a rotating storm. If you zoom out, it's like, oh yeah, of course this is a hurricane, but it doesn't have nearly as well structured of an eye as it did. And it's I'd say it's a little over halfway through the island now. So the center of the storm will be going back out over water near Falmouth. Within probably another hour or two.
Trying to re-strengthen again on its approach to Cuba. I really don't think it'll get nearly as strong as it was when it hit Jamaica, but it'll be strong. It's definitely not going to go below Cat 4 before landfall. If it does, it'll be brief and it'll probably dip right back up to Cat 4 right before landfall.